Hi guys. As you can see, I'm not wearing a lot of makeup. It's Sunday. I'm just chilling. It's about 1 o'clock. I only woke up like an hour ago. But today I want to talk a little bit about my hair because if you watched my Get Ready With Me video, which I'll link right here, you saw that when I blow dry my hair, it blow dries almost completely straight or completely straight actually. And I've mentioned in a few videos that I have my hair Japanese straightened, so I just wanted to like explain that a little bit more. When I was like looking into getting it straightened, I was looking up on YouTube videos, and there's really not a lot out there that kind of gives you like an overview of whatever. It just kind of shows you how it's done, and like that wasn't really what I was interested in. Yeah, so I'm just gonna get started. Just for like some background, my hair is naturally pretty wavy, a little curly, super frizzy. Um, yeah, so basically that's my hair. It's been like that since I was a kid. In terms of like dyeing and stuff, I had highlights like 2 years ago. They're basically grown out now. I don't think they're in my hair anymore, but I have highlighted my hair in the past, and then I was actually blonde for a little while. I dyed my hair blonde, like I want to say like 8 months ago. I didn't really like it. It was a lot of upkeep. I can do another video about that if people are interested. Just leave a comment down below. But yeah, I was blonde for a little while, and then from blonde, I dyed my hair to a color that it was like the dark brown color, and it was darker than my natural hair color. Also, I did that all at home. So if people are interested in seeing videos about how to dye your hair at home, I'm really good at that now, so also comment on that. But yeah, so my hair was darker than my natural hair color. It was a semi-permanent color because I didn't trust myself to like bleach my hair or anything at home. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. If you're gonna do that, see a professional for sure. Yeah, so basically I could never blow dry my hair because to actually blow out your own hair, if you've tried it or do it, you know it's such a hassle. It takes so much time, especially if you have really long or thick hair, and I have both. Yeah, so I was basically every day waiting for my hair to air dry. I would flat iron my hair every single day. Um, that's one of the ways I would weigh if getting your hair Japanese straightened is worth it or not. If you're flat ironing your hair every single day, if you're concerned about damaging your hair with chemicals, you're really damaging your hair. I don't honestly know like how much, but I think you're damaging your hair just as much with heat. Like I honestly saw a huge like issues with my hair. Like I had split ends, it was dry. If you flat iron your hair every day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And also that's a huge time issue. I would wake up like an hour before I had to be anywhere. And in college, like I value my sleep personally. I'm sure everybody else does too. So yeah, in terms of price, one of the big reasons that I've been thinking about this for years, by the way. Like, I first heard about, like, permanent straightening, like, when I was, like, 12 or 13, and I've, like, basically wanted it since then, but, yeah. I heard it was really damaging to your hair. I eventually realized I was completely killing my hair by flat ironing it every day, so I didn't figure that chemicals would be that much worse. It'd be a lot more convenient. In terms of pricing, I went to, like, where I usually get my hair cut is, like, an obviously, like, American, like, English-speaking salon, and they told me it would cost $500 to $600 to get my hair Japanese straightened. I, number one, don't have that kind of money to drop on something like a hairstyle, and also, even if I did have that kind of money, I don't know if I would do it. I feel like it's a huge luxury. I mean, I would love to have straight hair, but I was always thinking, like, is it something I need? Like, I have so many other things that I could put that much money towards. So recently I was like, I'm flat ironing my hair every single day. I'm wasting so much time. It's really damaging. So I started to look into it again. The way I found the place that I got it done, I looked it up online, and what I found online is that Japanese-owned salons are on a regular basis cheaper than American salons. So definitely look up a Japanese place. The one thing I would say is there is like a language barrier, so you're not going to be like making a lot of conversation, and you're going to be there for a really long time, but for me it was worth it. They were really nice. They basically, obviously, I love the result, so yeah. I got my hair done for $240 and I left a $50 tip. I was really pleased. So I spent around $300. In terms of like, I'll explain in a second how they did it. In terms of like aftercare, just because we're talking about money, they'll probably offer you like a serum or a leave-in conditioner or something, and they're probably going to want to charge you like $35 for it. I did not get it. I just spent a ton of money. I just wanted to see. I was like, you know what, like, worst comes to worst, if other products really don't work on my hair, like, I can come back and get it. You definitely need a sulfate-free conditioner. Shampoo, also conditioner. But yeah, so I have one from Aveeno. You can get them at drugstores, at Target. They're like $7 or $8. Like, they're not that expensive. So I use one from Aveeno. I don't condition my hair nearly as much now. I just don't have to. I condition my ends like twice a week. I only wash my hair like 3 times a week anyway, so basically if I feel like the bottoms are getting dry, I'll condition them. But you don't really need to condition your hair as much. It dries pretty soft. Yeah, sorry, I'm like touching my hair a lot. I'm trying to like think about it. But yeah, so basically what happens is you'll go in, they wash your hair, they'll put chemicals on just the top, and then that has to sit, and they wash your hair again, and then they put it to the middle, and then they wash your hair again, and then they put it to the end, and then they wash your hair again. You have to wait a lot of time at each, like with each application. I brought a magazine. I definitely recommend, like literally even a book. It'll take hours. I was there for like 5.5 hours. Yeah, and then they blow dry it, and then they wash your hair again, and then they flat iron like every teeny tiny piece, and then they put like a neutralizer in your hair, I think it is, and that has to sit, and then they wash your hair again, and then they blow dry it, and then they flat iron it. Yeah, then you really cannot get your hair wet for 48 hours. That's like the minimum. I didn't wash, and you're not supposed to shampoo it for 72 hours. I would say don't get it wet for 72 hours. Like I said, or I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have like some crimps like right around like this length of my hair because I did tuck my hair behind my ears while I had it, which you're also not supposed to do. You're not supposed to put a ponytail, a clip, or anything. I don't actually mind it. It's not like a crimp. It's more like a wave. I don't mind it. I think it looks natural. I flat iron it out if I have to, but I generally don't, to be honest. I think it looks more natural. My hair is still completely straight. And if I blow dry it, it's also completely straight. But, yeah. I would definitely say that some of the pros of getting your hair Japanese straightened are, the biggest one is it'll cut out, like, massive amounts of time. Like, if you have curly hair that you straighten on a regular basis, you know what I'm talking about when I say, like, it controls your schedule. I know that sounds so ridiculous. If you have straight hair, you're probably like, this girl is nuts, and she needs to put way less, like, emphasis on her hair. But if you have curly hair, I would, like, not go to the gym on certain days because I knew I couldn't wash, dry, and straighten my hair because I didn't have time or I didn't want to. Like, I would literally not work out to not wash my hair. Like, I would have to wake up super early in the morning to straighten it or, like, let it finish drying or whatever. It's such a hassle, and it's so nice. I literally wake up. If I feel gross, I can take a shower and not worry about my hair, like, and go. And it dries perfectly. It dries the way I would spend at least 45 minutes a day trying to get it to look. So that's really, really nice. Another pro is if you wear your hair straight all the time, you kind of like, I would feel weird when my hair was curly because I never, ever, ever wore it curly. I didn't feel like it was me. I don't know. So I really like having it naturally straight because it's just kind of like, if that's your style, like, that's your style. Some cons, these aren't necessarily cons for me, but definitely, like, things to consider are chemicals are damaging to your hair. So definitely take that into consideration. But also remember, as a pro, sorry I'm like going back and forth here, but heat is also really damaging to your hair. Blow dryers damage your hair. Flat irons really damage your hair. So definitely just like be conscious of that there is a payoff. I would personally rather do a huge dose of damage to my hair at one time and have all these benefits rather than be like killing my hair every single day. So that was just my personal opinion. Another thing to be conscious of before you like make this decision is I was flat ironing my hair every single day for probably 2 years. In high school, I would wear my hair curly a lot. It didn't really bother me. I went to a really small school. Everybody knew I had curly hair. I wasn't worried about how I looked. I wasn't worried about running into people. Um, when I moved away from home, I'm in college now, I really liked having my hair straight. I just felt more confident. I felt better about myself. I liked the way it looked. Like I said, it's kind of just better with my style. And so I was basically doing it every single day. This is a permanent decision. Like, it won't go away basically until it grows out. I'm probably going to get it touched up, so I don't really even want to see it go away. I'm absolutely loving the results. Yeah, so definitely I would just say be conscious. Don't go from, if you wear your hair curly 5 days a week and you straighten it like on the weekends, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a good idea to make the choice to get your hair permanently straightened, just because if you're comfortable with your natural hair and you want to make a switch, just be sure it's how you want your hair to look every single day, because remember, now I have to put effort in if I want my hair to look curly. For me, I wear my hair curly like once a month. Like, I would rather use a curling iron once a month than a straightening iron the other 29 days. But definitely be conscious if you do wear your hair curly or not, just enough. Just be conscious that you are making a permanent decision. Another thing is, like, my hair is pretty soft. Like, it is in pretty good condition from having such a huge dose of chemicals, but just bear in mind that your hair can get a little bit dry, especially if you're using, like, your normal products. I use most of my normal products. Some things I find do make my hair a little bit more dry. I know people who can only use, like, the products, if they have, like, a keratin or something, they can only use the products that their hairstylist gave them. My hair, for some reason, doesn't really need that, so I wouldn't recommend spending a lot of money. But if you do need it, definitely, like, be wary that you might have to invest more money into it on a regular basis, because regular products might not work on your hair. Also be conscious that it is going to grow out. I'm very aware of that. I have money saved right now to touch it up. Just be conscious that it isn't a one-time, like, oh, I'm going to drop $300 and my hair will be straight forever and ever and ever. Yeah, the hair you've straightened will be straight forever, but your hair does grow, obviously, and the curl will come out. Like I said, my hair is more wavy than curly, and frizz is more my issue, and the frizz basically doesn't start until, like, down here. Like, I would have very, like, you know, like, triangle, like, poof, which is really annoying. But, yeah, so just keep that in mind, that your hair will grow out. It is a huge investment, and definitely think about it. I wouldn't say this is, like, a spur-of-the-moment, like, decision, like, oh, I'm getting my hair cut, like, I think I'll get it Japanese straightened. Definitely do your research. Read reviews online. I was reading reviews for a salon, and then I went on, and it was all great, and I was really, like, I was about to call and make an appointment, and then I went on another website, and they were like, there were more than one review that said, I had a horrible experience at this place. I commented on their website, and they deleted it. Their staff writes all their good reviews. Like, they're not real. So definitely be sure to check out more than one website, because I've heard your hair can fall out. I wouldn't necessarily say that was like a risk I was trying to take. I did a lot of research. I'm not saying your hair is going to fall out if you put chemicals in it, but I'm just saying be conscious that it is a chemical procedure, and you do want to make sure that the people you're going to have a lot of experience. Make sure you see pictures of other people who have had it. Definitely try to read reviews if they're available. I went about 45 minutes away from my house for the place that I found. To me, it was worth it to drive a little bit further. Yeah. So definitely, I would say, do your research. Make sure it's something you want, like, as a permanent choice, and make sure that this is how you want your hair to look. Make sure you're comfortable with your hair straight. Make sure it's, like, an everyday thing you're willing to commit to. It's like a tattoo. Like, you're gonna have it. It's what you're gonna look like. Yeah. So if anybody has any questions, leave comments below if I missed anything, or anybody wants to know any what I do with my hair now or anything like that. Like I said, I don't condition it as much, and I shampoo it more than when it was curly, because curly hair, like everybody knows, gets frizzy. It needs to be moisturized. It needs to be conditioned. So, yeah. Leave any questions below. If you want more videos like this, like just me talking about different procedures that I've done, or, I mean, I don't know, procedure, whatever, like treatments that I've done or anything like that, because I have had keratin as well. I used to get keratins a lot in high school. So if you want to hear about anything like that, like this video or leave a comment below, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.